with bottles.
Why you struggle with opening bottles?
With the little thing top, because I don't like to hurt my hand, and sometimes I can't find my bottle opener.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I struggle.
Have you tried to actually screw that off with your hand?
Yeah, I don't want to hurt my hands
You
because I.
shouldn't. You need to pop that off with a can opener or a bottle
Yeah,
opener, rather.
I did. I went and got a bottle opener.
Oh my God, you was trying to open that with your hands?
Because
I thought
sometimes
this.
when we start recording, I realize I didn't get my bottle opener. And so I'll try to open it. So I was like, I don't want to hurt my hands. So let me go ahead and get it off with
You
the
will
bottle
rip
opener.
your hands open trying
But
to
I
open
see
that
I
thing
see
up.
guys do it all the time. They just rip it off.
No, not these.
Y'all know I live
They
in
must
Atlanta.
crush quarters in their pastime in
I've
order to
seen
do
one man.
something
I've
like
seen
that.
one man open a bottle like this with his teeth. Just
And that
She
is
is from Carolina.
it's not Carolina, Atlanta.
Wow.
his orthodontist must love him.
You know these men in Atlanta don't go to the dentist.
Welcome to the Short Disc Podcast YouTube page, YouTube show.
They don't go to the dentist. Black men don't like to go to the doctor, period. They don't go to the dentist. They don't go to the doctor. They don't go nothing but from woman to woman to woman. But that's
Wow.
not why we're here tonight.
Wow.
Happy New Year, folks.
Happy New Year.
My goodness.
You can tell I'm feeling better. Ooh.
Yes.
Thank goodness.
Steph has had us on a couple of scares here these last couple of weeks. Hopefully she's coming back down to reality.
I am. It's anxiety has had me like, and I'm currently in what's called tachycardia. So, and that's something that it'll straighten itself out.
What's that?
My heart rate jumps. It's sky high. It goes from sky high to low, just up, down, and I'm having heart palpitations. But with me, it usually lasts a couple of days. This is the longest it's ever lasted. So my doctor is like, until you calm that anxiety, your heart rate is still going to be up, down, up, down. So, yeah.
Are you relaxing? Are you putting yourself in a position where you're in a peaceful place and not bouncing off the walls?
Like Target.
I am. I did go to Target today. I went to
Good.
Bloomingdale's too. So I was just real calm and relaxed.
So let me tell you something a little bit about Steph that I've noticed.
Oh, Lord.
On podcasts, social media, she's very, very, very extremely active. And you could look at her and go, damn, she probably bounces off the walls. But when you meet her in person, it's like, I don't know if she's like this old 60 Chevy that it takes about 3 hours to get her revved up. And you're trying to turn the ignition on, but she barely speaks until she's had probably about a good hour and a half or two around you.
Yeah.
It is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
It takes me, because I have to feel people out first. I can be very annoying. Very annoying. So I have to feel people out first.
But she doesn't say a word. It is odd. Very odd.
Listen, from almost 8 years ago when I first came into your Facebook group, I told you all I'm shy. I don't know why people don't believe that.
Because your persona online, on the phone, and also on the podcast says otherwise.
And you're very forthcoming. So that can really mislead a lot of people about your temperament and your disposition.
I'm very shy. It takes me a minute, but once I get there, I don't shut up.
You're an extroverted introvert.
I am. That
is a classification that I would put you in.
My therapist said that about me.
Bruh. It's a sight to see. What you guys experience on this YouTube show and what you hear on the podcast is not what you're going to get in person. At least not for the first hour.
Give me an hour, hour and a half. Or a drink. One of the two.
What? Yeah. All right. Speaking of drinks, we have some things to taste this week before we get into a quick conversation. I made the call the last time we was on to try these drinks here. I had talked to everybody about them before. I had tried them at Epcot, part of Disney World, Food and Wine Festival. Well, Holiday Festival of the World. It is a German beer called, I'm not even about to butcher this name, Heffenweizen beer. Schaffhofer.
That is not how you say that. Yes, like you got. Oh, Father God.
Schnitzel?
Do you know? Do you know? Like every episode of the OG podcast, I
Mhm.
have at least one moment with Keith, and sometimes every now and then with John too, where I'm like doing this. Y'all can't like. I'm just.
I think you do that on the YouTube show too.
I do. I do.
Um, so I tried the grapefruit, the original flavor, and I was just blown away. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a beer drinker. Hell, I'm not really an alcohol drinker. So me trying this and being blown away, I was like, "Whoa, this is this is weird." And I usually like hard ciders if I do drink something similar to a beer. But
Beer? Hefeweizen?
Oh
Hefeweizen.
my God.
Frau
He even you even have John
Frau
acting up, and
Fraulen?
John doesn't act up.
Hallo, wie geht's? Auf Wiedersehen.
You know, it's funny you say that. I was actually watching Django again the other night, like 2 nights ago. Yeah, poor Dr. Schultz. He couldn't help himself. He could have just shook his head and walked out.
Could have, but he had to pop a cap in him.
He had to. He started thinking about that man getting told away by them dogs, and then he realized what Candy was trying to do was trying to let him know, I beat you at your own game. Nah, I'm sorry. Popped his
You hit
ass
me
right
up
in the
for
heart.
what? $1,200 or something like that.
$1,200. I don't know why they didn't go with that plan to begin with. Why didn't you just go? Just allow Dr. Schultz to go. He didn't have to go. Get the girl, pay the money, boom, and leave. I heard you have a German slave. I want her. Here's the money, boom. But it's a movie, so.
Of course.
You know what? You know something I've noticed about you in these almost 8 years, Ronald.
What's that?
I don't care. We can be talking about a movie, and you've done this with every movie we have discussed except one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how good you think it is. You think of other ways the plot could have gone, how you would have rewritten. The only movie you have never done that with is Coming to America. The original, not that remake.
Correct.
Let's not get him started, John. But you have done, ever since I have known you, even with Trading Places, like every movie you have talked about that you've loved, you've thought about like how it should have ended, how it should have went, who should have, like you've rewritten a lot of movies since I've known you.
Well, I haven't. You know what? But there's a couple other movies I haven't done that with. It is Coming to America. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Friday. Goodfellas. Godfather 1 and 2.
Because Goodfellas is perfect.
And The Dark Knight.
The
That's
Dark
it.
Knight was perfect as well.
Yeah.
But it's weird because I do that with songs. And that's weird. I'm like, he or she should have said this, they should have said that. Like I do that with songs, but not with movies.
Yeah. I do it with songs too. Yeah. But
do you do that, John?
In my head, I'll do it, but I'm not going to sit there and voice it because I don't get into too many movie conversations or song conversations about. I think they should have said this, or they should have gone with this ballad, or they should have went with this hook. Yeah,
that would be odd as hell.
That would be, and you will have to leave the room because I've probably been possessed.
Yeah.
But listen, you have me on a roll now with these cooking videos, and I just want to understand what the obsession is with the cheese. And eggs. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm irritated with these cooking videos. Eggs cost too damn much for these people to be playing with all these eggs in these nasty recipes. I am sick of it. Why are y'all playing with these eggs and eggs are $37 a dozen? I can't talk. Like, why?
Because the costs or the benefits outweigh the cost of the eggs as far as the revenue that they generate by posting these videos. They want us to sit here and get upset at the foolery that is being whipped up in a culinary setting. And the fact that I sat there and sent you a video of a woman putting sausage on top of some raw
Coleslaw.
coleslaw and then topping it off with some Italian marinara sauce.
Yeah, the
And
marinara
then
sauce.
cheese with Parmesan cheese and mozzarella mix.
Listen, they'll put
on
cheese
top of
on
it.
anything, and all this cooking in the toilet gotta go too.
Oh, let's not get started.
They've been mixing food in the toilet. See, we've been leaving Keith out of the circle of the food content circle.
I don't want to see that.
That's why.
What is up with cooking macaroni and cheese and sherbet laced fun juice in toilets?
In the toilet. This what got me. The lady mixed that stuff up, that drink up in the toilet and took it outside to her guests. If I'm at your house and you mix something up in the toilet and give it to me, and I find out, I'm gonna beat your ass.
I'm fighting everybody.
Everybody getting fought.
I don't want to see this at all. Thank you.
That's because that's our thing. You stay in your lane. That's us, John.
I also send it to my brother too. He always sends them to me.
Oh yeah. Well. I always tag my little sister too. We crack up.
Yeah,
she was like these other people though. She misses Tiffany like I do. So
what happened to Tiffany?
She had a baby and she had complications or something like that.
Is that the one that talks through the
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The David bust.
Yeah.
That's my little sister's favorite. So yeah, we share those videos. Like John will tag me and then I tag Malaysia, or Malaysia will tag me and then I tag John.
Mm-mm.
So since Tiffany hasn't been available, we've been sending out Daryl's World and
Daryl is funny though.
He's funny. Look.
Yes.
You need to go to jail.
Yes. He was folding his little laundry today. I was like, that lady with the coleslaw. But I just want to know if any of our non-melanated listeners, viewers are out there. Y'all can put it in the comments. Please help me understand what the obsession is with cheese. Because y'all be putting cheese on cereal. Like, I'm
cheese on cereal.
I'm being extra, but not. John, have they not been putting cheese on everything?
There's cheese on cereal. There was one guy who made ramen with cinnamon toast crunch extract. Yeah. He turned into an extract and yeah,
and put cheese in it. Yeah,
and then cooking a steak in a toaster.
Yes, I sent you that one. They put the steak in the toaster, and the chicken in the waffle iron. The chicken legs in the waffle iron.
Coming out of the waffle iron.
So I came across that one, and before it even began, I just kept swiping.
Listen,
because I could feel my pressure just ready to bust.
My stomach was bubbling when I saw that video.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, it was a lot. But I enjoy them. It's a good laugh.
Ugh. Then the cat on top of the counters and
what was it, a cat or a dog that was actually eating out of the bowl she was cooking in?
Oh, I saw it.
It was the cat. Yeah. The cat was eating out of the bowl.
Oh, I can't do it. No. Well, anyways, let's jump into this beer. Now, I got the grapefruit one. That's the original. Also, the pomegranate and the pineapple. You two weren't able to get the pineapple, right?
No, I was not able to get the pineapple.
The grapefruit and the passion fruit, because the girl at Total Wine told me the pineapple is like a hit.
Passion fruit?
Yes, I have passion fruit.
Oh, I didn't know they had a passion fruit.
They actually have a box with all 4 flavors in it for $22, but they were out. She said they sell out really quickly.
I didn't know that.
I wasn't gonna get that one anyway, on the chance that these aren't good. But
yeah, so I got pomegranate and pineapple, and of course the grapefruit.
Okay, I have passion fruit. Yeah, grapefruit and passion fruit. So, are we gonna do the grapefruit first?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do the grapefruit, the original one.
I also
Uh-oh.
wanted to
There
be.
we go.
What? What
You know what?
happened?
Ting,
Y'all
ting,
made me
ting.
waste beer on my tablecloth. What happened?
Is that straw made out of tungsten?
Did you?
No, leave me alone. Oh, y'all laughing at my straw?
John, did you see how that straw just came out of nowhere?
Yeah, just
It was like steam coming down from
instant.
the wrapping.
I keep a straw in my purse.
I saw the
I don't let.
bottle,
All I
and
just
then all
saw,
of a
ding,
sudden,
it just manifested out of nothing. I didn't know
Oh
you can
my
manipulate
god,
atoms like that.
this is good.
Oh, she's already tasted it.
no, she
Salute,
already done
everybody.
went in. All
Salute.
right, salute.
I wanted to be known also in the past few days when I haven't been feeling my best. I started feeling better the other night when I took a shot of tequila. I just want that known.
Excuse me. It's
Okay.
clear liquor. Okay, that's a grapefruit. Now we'll.
I cannot stand y'all.
Did you dip it in some boiling hot water? To
I
save
did
it?
not. I did not.
So
We're
you
gonna.
can put it in the other beer.
We're gonna now go over to. Steph has the passion fruit. John and I have the pomegranate. So now we're gonna try this one.
Salute.
Mm-hmm.
You sure these are
Oh,
wine coolers instead of beer?
It's a beer.
Well,
it's
I
beer.
taste the yeast, but it's
I taste. Oh, this is good. It tastes like beer. This passion fruit is good. Mm.
Nice pinky.
ah.
That passion fruit. You drank the whole thing?
No, you want me
No.
to?
No.
And I'm gonna try the pineapple just to let you guys know.
I can already tell it's probably going to be excellent.
Yeah, they say that's a good, like a
Yeah,
bestseller.
I couldn't find it, even though the fine people at Total Wine act like they didn't want to help me.
Ooh, excuse me, y'all. I'm burping
Woo.
all in the microphone, and it's gonna keep happening. All right. I feel like I did a great choice in this.
You did. That grapefruit is
Let me tell you something. When I was at Epcot,
You got froth in the back of your throat.
Lord.
listen.
Sound like you got shot with a tranquilizer, man. What movie was that? Old School? You're crazy, man.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That was
these
when he fell into the
two.
pool.
Let me make note that I have never, since the time that I've never seen heard John laugh this loud, like this hard.
I think it's the beer.
Might be John, might be.
Okay. What I was gonna
Oh,
say was when we were at the park, man, and the lady, I guess she poured it in a glass, and Iris brought it over to me.
Excuse me. She.
I had her take a little sip, and then I took it. I mean, I gulped that thing down in probably 2.5 gulps.
mm-hmm.
And if you think I sounded bad, just did you should have heard
But
me.
the froth in the back of your throat really got me. That subtle change.
I mean, he is laughing hard. Why is he like this guy?
Oh, who's that calling me? Okay. So let's go ahead and rate these beers real quick. um, um, I'll go first,
Mhm.
especially since I have three. This was very tough. Each one of these beers are tasty. Again, I'm not a beer drinker, but I'll buy that four flavor pack
Me
that you were
too.
talking about. Especially I
Total
want to try
Wine
the
has
passion
it.
fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Guilty.
If I have to say, hold on, let me try it one more time.
Mm.
I can't drink straight out of the bottle. It'll go right up my nose.
Of course, you've been trained, and you can't even drink out of a regular straw. Um, if I have to pick one,
First of all, yes, I can. Second of
sure.
all, it's hard to find regular straws anymore, especially at restaurants. Because here in Atlanta, they make you buy a stainless steel straw in the restaurant. So that's why I take my own straw.
Wow.
You can't find a regular straw, but you got a tungsten one sitting right there.
Yeah.
Because all people sell now are paper straws. They sell the paper ones.
uh, listen, there's no way that we could talk about a serious. We're gonna have to leave that for the OG podcast. There's no way we could transition from this to something serious today.
Good
No.
call.
And it's all John's fault. I'm
So
blaming him
The
tonight.
froth in the back of Keith's throat is the one that prompted all of this.
You talked about my straw. You talked about all of it was your fault.
Hey, I had to get the joke in.
okay,
I'm going to try not to keep the punchlines coming, but we're good.
No, do it. We love
this
it.
is very very difficult, extremely difficult. So I'm going to put them all in order here for me, for my visuals, so I can see they were all very close. It was not like, oh, this is just a number three. Number three, as good as it was, I am going to have to put pomegranate as number three for me. It was a very tasty beverage. It was great. I enjoyed it. Uh, it's just the other two were, excuse me,
You were frozen for a minute too.
really.
Yep.
It's just a little bit better. So that's my number three, just to get it out the way. My number two, believe it or not, the original, the grapefruit. The grapefruit, excuse me, man, the grapefruit is delicious. It's
Sexy.
the original. Yeah.
What?
Right. Sexy. I like that.
The beer was sexy?
Yes.
Or the belch was sexy?
The belch.
Okay, that's what I thought. Wow.
I think the beer is sexy.
Wow.
The coloring, the flavor, this grapefruit is it's phenomenal.
It's alluring.
Mm-hmm.
Alluring.
So
Alluring.
that's my number two. What are we gonna do? Boy, girl? Yeah, Steph. What's your number two?
My number two is definitely the passion fruit.
Okay. I wonder if you get the same impact with the beer drinking it out of the straw as you would drinking it straight.
You're gonna get intoxicated a little faster with drinking it out of the straw. That's why I didn't drink much.
And you don't get as much air bubbles, I see, because you're not burping.
Unless I'm belching.
Oh,
I do it quietly. I've mastered the quiet belch.
Quiet, okay.
Mm-hmm. Because when you at dinner, you don't want to belch out loud.
Not at dinner.
No.
John.
That's so unladylike.
What you got for number two?
John, listen. John is listen. John is acting tonight like he took a little sippy sip before we started recording.
Wait,
I'm in an uncharacteristically good mood, I suppose.
Did you hear the froth in the back of his throat?
Yes.
All up and down my esophagus.
I have no froth because I use a straw.
Of course.
No fun.
Really? It really isn't.
Quiet belching.
Okay. Man, these are hard.
Mm-hmm.
If I can put them all at number one, I would. And I know pineapple is probably going to be more delicious than these two, but my number two would have to be the pomegranate.
Mm. Okay.
And then, of course, my number one is the grapefruit.
Grapefruit.
Because when I hear
Yeah.
grapefruit, it just makes me want to gag because I can't stand eating regular grapefruit.
Mm-hmm.
But
But see, I always put grapefruit juice in my liquor, so I knew that was
No,
gonna be good. What you on for? You never had grapefruit juice and tequila?
I don't want to.
Listen, it's so delicious.
No, I'll pass. John, do you like grapefruit juice?
no,
I don't like grapefruit juice at all. Let me put that out there. But in my liquor, in my tequila, in my vodka, it's delicious. Try it. John, try it. Forget him. John, try it.
I don't like grapefruit juice. I don't even want it in my tequila or vodka.
You're not gonna taste it.
I like grapefruit soda. Like squirt, and there's this grapefruit soda that is in World Market. It's like a bottle that's about this big, but it's pretty round. I forgot the name of the company. I'm sure it's from overseas somewhere. It is delicious. Um, if I eat a grapefruit, a ruby red grapefruit, I gotta sprinkle a little stevia on it. That's the only way I can eat a grapefruit.
Yeah.
Eating a grapefruit straight, no sir.
But see, when I eat grapefruit, I don't do stevia. I do monk fruit.
What's that?
You know, like you, if you look on the shelf where the stevia is, they have
Mm-hmm.
an orange box that's called monk fruit in the raw, and you
Oh,
just
okay.
sprinkle it over. Yeah,
What does that taste like?
it's sweet. It tastes like, to me, it has like a berry flavor to it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like monk fruit. I put it in my tea.
Okay. So I'm assuming your number one is the same as John's, the grapefruit.
Absolute, the grapefruit.
Yeah.
Yes,
Now, if I hadn't had the pineapple, that would have been my number one. But let me tell you something,
I know
lady
that pineapple
and
is good.
gentlemen, gentleman, this pineapple one is phenomenal. Okay.
Oh man, don't rub it in, Ronald. I mean, he turned the bottle up to the side and stuff. Look at him. Did you finish it?
No, I didn't. I'm trying to save a little bit for Iris, but
Mhm.
I just don't know.
Just go
Um,
ahead and house both of them. You can just go back and pick some up at a later time.
yeah, you're right.
Oh, you didn't buy the whole 6 pack?
No, I just bought the singles. I
See,
pulled them
they
out the thing and bought them.
Total Wine wouldn't let me do that, so I had to buy the
That's
six.
why I did that.
Total Wine here, you know, this is Atlanta,
Wow. Yeah, you. They said, well, maybe it's
but I'm
different rules in
glad. I'm
Georgia.
glad I bought the 6 packs because
Yeah.
normally, like with the IPAs, they'll let me pull one out, but they wouldn't with this. I guess because it's
Hmm.
a hot commodity. But
Maybe.
mm,
Yeah, the lady told me that more and more people are getting this beer because of having it at Epcot for some reason. Well, not for some reason, of course.
it's just a favorite here. People here are loving it, and they said they can't keep the pineapple in the shell on the shelves because she was like they restocked Friday morning and Friday afternoon. The pineapple was gone. Does it say juicy pineapple?
Yes, it does.
I couldn't. I didn't have my glasses on. I couldn't tell.
That was the this is it's not that much alcohol in it, I don't think. Contains not more than 3.2% alcohol by weight.
Oh,
Woo!
You know, beer is not my best friend. Usually I'm on the toilet, and
Guilty.
I've already been on the toilet a couple of times today with the sea moss thing, trying to get my stomach together. um, so this may add to it, this yeast. But I'm gonna buy it some more. Um, Happy New Year, everyone, as Steph said when we began the show. I hope everyone had a great New Year. Steph's New Year was not what I would have liked to
it's
have gotten a text
okay.
message about. John, how was your New Year?
It was good, man. I can't
That's
complain.
That's
Had
good.
annual breakfast at my mom's house, and it was
What
great
was
to
on the
fellowship.
menu? Let's talk about that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin, she made some pumpkin and blueberry
Excuse
oat
me.
pancakes.
Oh,
My
that
mom,
sounds good.
my mom cooked some eggs, some regular eggs. She cooked eggs with cheese and tons and tons and tons of bacon and fresh fruit, ranging from watermelon to pineapple to honeydew, cantaloupe,
Oh,
Excuse
grapes,
me.
and
Eh.
it was great,
Okay.
wonderful. And
Wow.
then a game of Tunk broke out.
I
Oh,
still need to learn how to play tongue.
I haven't played it in years.
I
Me neither.
cannot play. And every time I ask somebody to teach me, they're like, no. But I teach people how to play spades, and that takes a lot of patience.
I might have to learn. Wait, John, did you say nobody made grits?
Oh, grits. Sorry, grits.
He
Oh.
said that like he was offended. Nobody made grits.
All that damn good food. You said,
Yes,
Listen,
wait a minute. You said your mom made what now? Bacon, sausage, as my mama say,
no
and
sausage.
oh no sausage. Okay, bacon,
see how he wasn't listening.
Regular scrambled
eggs.
eggs
Uh
and
huh.
scrambled eggs with cheese.
Yes.
And the item I forgot is the grits.
Okay. Need. I would have came with some Roger Woods.
You know, I need you to get on the OG show and say something just outrageous because Miss Patty hadn't fussed at you in a minute. We need her to fuss at you.
No, we don't
Yes, we
at
No,
all.
we don't.
I love her. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
all right, it's time for me to get up out of here, y'all. Listen, thank you
Okay.
guys for listening to us. Thank you guys for watching us. Please continue to subscribe. The OG podcast returns, baby, on next Tuesday. The sports show will be out on tomorrow. Yes, Friday, tomorrow. The sports show is out. Please subscribe, like, and share. If you following us on social media, we've been doing this week where we just do a little introductory video, just giving you a little background history on who we are. Steph's video went out on Monday. On
Mm.
Wednesday, John's video went out. So please check him out. My video will be out on Friday. All right. Thank you guys.
Stay away from caves.
Oh, we didn't even pick what we're going to try next week. Whose turn
It's
is it?
John's.
John, what we trying real quick?
Pop chips. Original
Ooh,
barbecue.
I haven't had that flavor yet,
What the hell is pop chips?
but the salt and vinegar is delicious.
Oh, talking about the poppables?
No,
No.
they're triangle little chips. They're called pop chips. They're popcorn chips, basically.
Send it to me.
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll catch
Screen
you next week.
coming.
Thank you guys.